You are the academic advisor specifically for gymnastics. How do you help the girls balance, juggle the student portion of being a student athlete?
Meet with the students, try to help figure out what major are you interested in, what do you want to do with your life, what are you interested in?
Right.
So talk to them about that, make sure their course schedule works with practice times, make sure everything's working towards a major. Here's the plan, here's when you need to take these courses, here's where you have some elective room, what are some things you want to take in that area, what are some minors you might be able to do with that major. Here's some foreign languages you need to take. So really kind of getting a feel for them, see where they're interested, if they're not sure what they want to do, hey, no problem, let's figure it out.
I remember being a student athlete and looking at the older girls, like the juniors and seniors, and oh my gosh, they have it all figured out. They have all their classes, they know exactly what they're gonna major in, all of this, they know how to study, and I was so stressed. I would try what they were doing and it wouldn't work for me. So I think it's super important that the athletes know when they come in that, hey, this might not work for me and that's okay, but this does. So figuring out how they can be their best student in the student athlete word of that. You guys took really good care of us, and that's actually one of the reasons why I committed to LSU is I really felt the family aspect of you guys and the staff in general, and that made me feel really taken care of.
We really want to work on just the student athlete, as you said, as a whole. So we work with the life skills program, just doing different community service, different events. But we really do want to see the students happy and succeed and work towards graduation or anything they might be interested in later on. So even if it's like, hey, come stop by my office, you're not in trouble, it's how are you doing?
Make
How's
sure you clarify that part, yes.
It's like, you're not in trouble, I promise, it's okay.
Your grades are fine. So if you look over the period of time with gymnastics itself at LSU, if you look at the graduation rate and the GPA, obviously grades mean a lot to the coaching staff. How do you work with them, with the coaches, in terms of staying on top of those grades, and how important is it to you guys and the coaches as well?
One of the great things about this coaching staff, and just I think the department in general, we really do want to see the student be happy and be successful in anything that they want to do. I've always seen that when student athletes are doing well in their academics, they feel comfortable, they're studying, they're on top of things, they then perform well in their athletic side too.
You have to have the grades to perform, and I think you guys do a fabulous job of doing that. I can speak from experience.
We always say our national championship is seeing people walk across that stage with their graduation gowns on, holding their diploma.
Yeah.
That's always really exciting for us.
Talk to us about what opportunities and what kind of strategies and things do you have for the athletes in terms of tutoring or SI sessions?
We have the content tutors, which are the traditional, hey, I'm struggling in biology, kind of need some help. We have a math specialist here as well, so he helps out with all different math courses, really breaks it down, especially I know some students are nervous about math, which is understandable. And then we also have strategy tutors, which are more, how are you actually going to complete an assignment? So staying organized, especially with, like you were saying, when you're traveling on the road, how do you stay on top of all your assignments? And just in general, being a college student, how are you going to get your things done? We have different study rooms, and we also have a learning specialist who works just with the gymnast who, again, helps out not necessarily with the content, but how are we going to learn this information? How do you learn best? We have smart boards all around the building, and we have different Jeopardy games. We have different games where the girls can really stand up and move things around on the smart board and play a game, and that's how they remember it, because they're actually getting up and doing stuff, which I think also makes sense for student athletes, where that's how you guys learn, is you repeat your routine multiple times. Same thing, we're getting up doing things to figure out how they learn best.